So I helped him over when I was a personal trainer in Boston, and found a few other things at that time. And at the time I wanted to transform the fitness industry. And there was this one sentence that really sparked me, and it was, "The magnificence of your adventure staggers the human imagination." And that's where epic came from. So I'm shaking right now because this is the conversation that I wanted to have 10 years ago. Was when we really get that it took the universe billions of years to create you. I'll say it this way. It took the universe billions of years to create you. Now what? It took the earth billions of years to create you. Now what? And from that context, what do we do? And how are we playing? So, we'll see where this goes for me, but it's just really now, finally, in this conversation has actually been moved. It's almost like it's gotten big enough when we brought in the galactic part. And I got a lot to say about aerodynamics and integral theory and embodiment and all that, but I just want to sort of declare that this conversation is what being epic is about. And this weekend and this week, one of the things I got validation of a few times, especially with Beth, is a few others, that just that the space that I hold for people is the space where they get to be the miracle that they're here to be. And I don't have to do anything for that to happen. So what I felt extremely called to share last night on my way home after Susan said, I got to bring the ninja out, was something that I haven't done for about 20 years. So nobody's seen this for about 20 years. And just the short context is, when I was at 14 and a half, my brother woke me up. I was a martial artist. I was getting ready for my black belt. And he woke me up and he took me to see someone different. And this person that was someone different was known as the King of Combat. And he was one of the 2 Americans that brought the ninja art to the United States. And I said, this is it. And I trained with him, and I was his protege. And I was the one person in the world that moved and sort of thought the most like him. And I had given up the opportunity to get a black belt, which meant nothing to me in what I was doing. And when he awarded me and my brother an honorary black belt, and then a year later, a more advanced honorary black belt, and I was teaching with him, it was really awesome. And then years later in Boston, after engineering in Cornell, I started a company with him, Robert Belsey, to teach self-defense, and that's my path. Just the biggest gift of all that I learned in teaching self-defense was when I say, are you ready to defend your life? And very few people would raise their hands. And it didn't matter what technique they learned, they didn't give themselves that permission. So that was always the first thing. And then after that, it doesn't matter what the technique is, if the willingness and the allowance was there. So this is play for me. I got this. This is new. Robert Belsey designed the sword in a particular way with a long handle. So, Patrick, can I borrow you for just a moment? Most swords are, samurai swords are designed like this. And it's a particular, that limits what's possible. But with this, the idea was, if I have a stick or if I have a sword and he throws a punch, well, I can use this to take him down. And don't move too fast. And right away, we have this play. So it was extremely versatile. Like my hand. It's extremely versatile. So the thing that I got, and Terry, you helped me own this more. Was just the sense that one of the biggest gifts I got from all that experience was resourcefulness. So I haven't done this in 20 years for any person. Probably in the last 4 months of owning this, that I asked for my wife to get me this for the holidays, I've spent less than an hour with it. But it's quality time. So here we go. So if you have a phone, if you have video, this will be short and fast. It's Probably won't fly out of my hand.
Probably not like that.
Oh, and the last thing is, what I want to dedicate this to, given especially the nature of this conversation, is the part, is for all of us. I'll say it this way. I dedicate this to you releasing your beast. As healers, as conscious people, I squash that. So I invite you